All right, so this is a suggestion via a donation. The name of the song is Confederate Flag. This is coming from Insane Clown Posse. And being that it's titled Confederate Flag and coming from Insane Clown Posse, I expect this to be ridiculous. Based off of some of the other things we've heard from them, something tells me that this is going to be wildly offensive to that title. Guys, so as we're entering into the song here, let me go and actually see if I can pull up some lyrics, just so we can get started, guys. All right. While we're entering, let's go ahead and do this.
I'm a good Christian white man. I fly my rebel flag high and with pride, boy. I don't need to hear any pitching or fit about my flag. You need to hike your britches up and turn down that music.
I'm in an old station wagon deep in Alabama. Wipe the sweat out of my eyes, cock the hammer.
All right, we have the lyrics pulled up, guys.
I see a pickup truck with a rebel flag window. A skinny redneck with one of his kinfolk pull up alongside and blast the passenger. Blood, feathers, and bone, a massacre. I kept shooting, hit the driver, he fell out, the horn stuck. Threw a Molotov cocktail and blew up the truck. I say fuck your rebel flag. Out here pretending that you ain't offending. I say fuck you.
I mean, yeah.
You ready?
Out here pretending like you ain't offending? Yeah.
And judges with racist grudges. I say fuck your rebel flag. If you got a tattoo, I'm aiming at you.
Oh.
I say fuck your rebel flag. You get punched in your faces, ripping the races. Confederate flag. Confederate flag. Confederate flag.
I mean, keep in mind, guys, you know, you probably have shirts that lasted, what are those? You probably had shirts that lasted longer than the Confederacy. All right. Your kid is probably older, has been on this planet successfully longer than the Confederacy. All right. Just think about that just momentarily. Think about that for a second. You probably have socks that have been on this earth and lasted longer than the Confederacy. All right.
I'm a judge, grandpa, dad, and 3 sons. All of them KKK, they can't run. I blew a head clean off and rolled still in the hood. The headless horseman fell dead in the woods. The rest of the Klansmen ran cause they were scary. It was Tim the Baker and the barber Larry. All pussies threw up the hoods and cried please. But they were devils so I kept their knees. Fuck your rebel flag. That shit represents a hateful sense. I say fuck your rebel flag. If it's in your back pockets, I'm in my rockets.
Guys, keep in mind, right? Most people are not even really flying like the actual Confederate flag that was used. Like they're specifically targeting one very specific one, right? Mainly the one that was used pretty much heavily during the Jim Crow era, which then obviously was popularized by that show Dukes of Hazzard, which also used the flag that was specifically popularized during the Jim Crow era. It was used on purpose, and what I mean by that is it was used on purpose during Jim Crow. So people picked it up. The show was popular in the South. It was a Southern type of show. What did they see? They saw that Confederate flag. They took it as some type of cultural heritage of theirs, guys. But the specific flag you're using was specifically popularized during Jim Crow. And the reason why that show was using it is because it came out kind of around, like, in proximity to the ending of it, but it was still really prevalent in the culture. So there's really no real way you can kind of get away with it, bro. Specifically not the flag that most people use. I mean, if you're going to use the actual Confederate flag, I'd be like, oh, okay, maybe that's what you're doing there, right? But still, it wouldn't matter because, again, you probably have socks that lasted longer than that. I'm not sure anything of actual relevancy, failed that miserable.
That's what you wanna wave. I stick you in your grave. I say fuck your rebel flag. Stick your fucking you dead in your lip. Put a foot out.
Well, hold on. They do in fact say that it's their right to use it. It's their right to use whatever they want to do. It's America, right? Now, regardless of what the majority of people that were affected by it say, it's their right to use it. Is it absolute filth? Absolutely. Right? The flag itself it represents nothing of actual success. It's just it's a mark of failure. I don't know why you would want that, right? But do you have the right to then put your hands on them because you don't like seeing it? No, right? Now, keep in mind, guys, half the year I live in the state of Georgia. Seeing a Confederate flag is not a surprise to me. When I see it, I generally don't care. That's just me, like in my personal life. I just don't care because it's not like you can actually have a conversation about the actual definition because the first thing is Southern heritage and pride and it was states' rights. Bro, none of the states, how about this here? Later on, sure, states' rights. That's what everyone started saying it really meant, but it really meant saying that people weren't people. That's what that flag, that's what the whole, not that very specific flag, but that's what it all really was, bro. I don't respect it. Why would I specifically respect it? Okay? And there's obviously nothing wrong with being prideful in like who you are. Just don't make that your identity, if that makes any sense, right? Like, there's nothing wrong with a person of European descent saying, "Oh, I'm proud of being a person of European descent." Who cares, right? There are certain things that I like about the history, the culture, the heritage, etc. Right? It's fine. But if you make that your very specific identity, bro, that's a little weird. A little weird. And I tell you right now, I didn't understand that until I left the United States of America for like a meaningful amount of time. The longest I've been outside of America was 9 years. And until then, I was with the whole game that America likes playing, right? For the most part. Everyone is separate, but, living their lives. We see each other at gas stations and in public occasionally. I was fine with it, for the most part, growing up at least. Then I left America and then realized, weird. You know why? Because outside of the United States of America, guess what? There are no hyphenated Americans, bro. And if you've been outside of America, when you meet someone from your country, like specifically America, like when you meet someone from your state, does it even matter? Think about that for a second. It doesn't matter at all. You know what you are? You both are Americans, right? So again, bro, it doesn't matter if someone has pride in themselves. Please be prideful of yourself. I mean, I think it makes better people overall, right? But just don't make that your identity. That's number one. I think a lot of people in the United States of America, a lot of the hyphenated Americans, have that issue. Right? And don't get me wrong here, guys. Black America has a massive issue with this. Right? They just make the color of their skin their entire identity. And there are some people of European descent do the same thing. A lot of people that speak Spanish got to make it their identity. Just going to be honest. That's just their identity. And just don't make it your identity, bro. You're all Americans. Relax.
On your neck until you eat up a dick. No matter where you live, you should hate that flag. Cause it represents evil bigots. Tell them shags. 1, 2, 3 rednecks on a ladder. Hanging up a rebel flag. It don't matter how many of ya. Because we don't love ya. Stick you in the dirt, tombstone above ya. It's juggalos all over the South. They don't wave it. Brought up where they from, but that flag they hate it. Cause they understand it's a symbol of slavery. One flag reps us all, it means bravery. I say fuck you.
One flag reps us all, it means bravery. It's right there. That's the flag he's talking about. If you wanted to know, guys.
I'll turn a redneck into a deadneck. I say fuck you, camouflage. Cut the head off a chicken, give him an ass kicking. I say fuck you, camouflage. The holes in your t-shirt, fill them with P-squirt. I say fuck you, camouflage. Redneck fucking meth head, tuck you in your deathbed. Confederate flag. Confederate flag. Confederate flag. Confederate flag.
My
they just got beat.
So next time some goddamn loving reporter comes on my lawn asking about my goddamn flag, I'm gonna meet him with my hunting rifle.
Okay.
You can quote me on that. America, 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 America.
The audacity of being like, oh, I'm gonna rep this flag. Then at the end of it saying America. Nah, don't say America. You were treasonous, bro. But all right, listen. You guys all have an absolutely amazing day. Enjoy your day thoroughly. I'm not gonna go ahead and rant, guys. I already ranted in the middle of this, guys. All right, catch you guys later.